In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to swap out your starter on a 2009 to a 2013 Toyota Corolla. Thankfully, this is a pretty easy fix, and with the help of this video, should hopefully be able to get you changing out your starter in 15 minutes or less. Now, it is a plug-and-play part, meaning that you have a couple small, simple connections, and you should be able to drive away. You have a bolt on top and on bottom. Those two holes there have 14 millimeter bolts. You have an electrical clip here, and this bolt will have a second electrical connection with a nut on top, which is housed in a plastic casing. First things first, whenever you're working on electrical components on your car, make sure you remove the negative terminal on your battery. That is the black side, not the red side. So remove the black side before starting on replacing your starter. The tools you'll need for this job: socket wrench with an extension with 14 and 12 millimeter sockets. You'll need a screwdriver, and I strongly recommend having a ratcheting wrench for a 14 millimeter bolt, and a light would make it easier. Now, the trick is getting to the top bolt. I'm going to put some light on it so you can hopefully see. I'm going to zoom in. That bolt right there, that's the culprit. That is the tricky one to get to. It is just left of the transmission dipstick. You can see I have the wrench attached now. This is the ratcheting wrench that'll fit right over that bolt there, and it'll give you a couple inches of space to break that bolt loose. Now, I do recommend leaving this top bolt actually in the frame of the vehicle here. Don't actually remove the bolt. It's easier to just leave this bolt here. Obviously, get it all the way loose and just kind of wiggle it free, but have it suspended in the hole that it is currently placed in right there. Now, you can see this new starter right there. Thankfully, it is easy to get to. On the top, you can barely see. Let's see if I can get my phone down in here. We'll back it out. There we go. Okay, what I'm showing you is the top plastic cover for one of the electrical connections here. You'll need a screwdriver just to pop these tabs loose, or you can just wiggle it free with your fingers, just like so. There's the cap. Underneath you have the 12 millimeter bolt, which you can access easier from the underside of the vehicle. I'm just going to replace this cap. Now, if you're able to, try and keep it all in one piece. You can see that there is a plastic portion on the back side that allows it just to flip up. Unfortunately, when I was removing that, that did snap. So thankfully it still is able to clip in place. From underneath the car, you have access to this bottom bolt right there, which is 14 millimeters. And this electrical clip right here, which you will use your common screwdriver to push in and remove. Pretty simple. You just click it and pull that out. You also have secondary access to that bolt here that's underneath the plastic shroud or covering there. So I do recommend getting that top bolt worked all the way loose and just leave the bolt suspended. Work this bolt second, and again, just leave it loose so you can kind of wiggle the starter around just to give you some freedom of movement there. And then separate your electrical connections, and then just lower the starter down. And then to replace it, you know, the opposite is true. I would say first things first, do your bottom bolt, and then get your top bolt semi-tight, and then replace your electrical connections, and then you should be done. It's very simple, just a plug-and-play device, and you should be able to drive off. And I'll show you an example just starting the vehicle up, showing that the replacement was a success. Now, when you start your car the first time after reconnecting the battery and after having installed the starter, it might stumble a little bit or not start altogether. I would say that's fairly normal, but on the second or third try, everything should be figured out. The computer should be reset and ready to go. So this is the fourth time starting it, so I've already let it stumble once and everything starts up like it's new. So I think that is a successful change, and hopefully this will make your job smoother and easier getting this starter replaced in your own Corolla. So thanks again for checking out my video. Feel free to like or subscribe. I do like to post a lot of automotive fixes throughout the year. Thank you very much and enjoy your day.